Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. The announcement of Pokemon for the Nintendo Switch was beyond exciting. We are finally no longer restricted to the 30S limited hardware, so we can have Pokemon in HD. Unfortunately, while the game looked pretty, everything else surrounding this game just really placed it in a bad light. So after fully playing the game, is it as bad as everything was making it out to be? Well, no, not really. Just a disclaimer, I will be reviewing this game through the eyes of a longtime Pokemon fan, and I am completely justified in doing so, which I will go into more detail in a bit. Anyway, as I said, this game looks clean. The Pokemon in the overworld and their animations when they're in battles look great. Each of the towns, the cities, and the background during the battles have so much detail. Yes, some characters do look weird in the chibi art style, but there's so much detail put into the models for these characters, it's hard not to appreciate it. And this is even more prevalent in the cutscenes, really taking a step up from the cutscenes from Pokemon Sun and Moon. The animation within these scenes, as well as the facial expression on the characters, and especially those on Pikachu and Eevee, made watching them so worth it. Like, why would you turn on the skip button? The rest of the game is pretty much what you would expect from a Pokemon game. You gotta battle gym leaders, you collect badges, stop the bad guys from doing their thing. Everything for the most part is the same, except of course catching Pokemon. Oh boy, we are getting into mechanics now, and if you could tell by the enthusiasm in my voice, I'm not looking forward to this. So for veteran Pokemon players, the catching aspect is pretty much mirrored to Pokemon Go. Pokemon would appear in the overworld, which is pretty cool actually, and made the moments of seeing fully evolved or even rare Pokemon encounters exciting. However, it feels like catching is even worse in this game than in Go. It seems like the Joy-Cons just doesn't recognize when I want to throw to the left or to the right. Made it extremely annoying, especially against Pokemon that were flying. I don't know if it was just me, or if the motion controls in 2018 are still the worst thing ever. Another sad thing to say is that catching got boring really early on. Once I caught every unique Pokemon within a forest or a cave, I just did not want to run into another encounter, which I quickly realized left my Pokemon at a big disadvantage against other trainers, since I would be missing out on a lot of experience and be under leveled. This leads into another issue, which is that there were so many times that I just did not want to battle. Never in a Pokemon game has that ever bothered me, but because the experience you gain from battles are so minuscule compared to catching wild Pokemon, it just felt like running into battles just slowed down the game. And that shouldn't be the case. I should want to try out my newly caught Pokemon, but outside of gym battles, there is nothing rewarding in participating in trainer battles. So quickly, let's talk about online. Online is pretty simplified, providing the bare minimum. Thankfully, trading and battles are not limited to just people on your friends list. As long as you put in the correct code, you should be able to find whoever you are looking for. Now, surprisingly, both battling and trading works pretty smoothly. The connection was pretty stable and I had no delays or hiccups. And this was against someone that lived across the world compared to me. But overall, I quite enjoyed this game. Seeing all the locations I knew in the past games in HD was amazing. The updated soundtrack really hit me with the nostalgia factor. Absolutely love Pokemon being able to follow you again, and the moments you have with your partner Pikachu and Eevee were beyond perfect. Really made me appreciate those two Pokemon so much more. But the fact remains, this is the same tired Pokemon game with beyond garbage motion controls, just dumbed down for new players. Now again, I am reviewing this game as someone that has played Pokemon for 20 plus years. And I know everyone's gonna say, oh, this game is not meant for you, it's meant for new Pokemon players. And I would like to agree, except the fact that Nintendo and Game Freak have advertised this game is for everyone. Even Matsuda has stated that this game is not just for newcomers.
一緒になってさらにこのポケモンを盛り上げて、みんなのポケモンっていうことで一緒に遊んで楽しんでもらえたらなというふうに思ってます。
And I keep saying a Pokemon for everyone with Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. And what I really mean by that is that with Pokemon Go, there are so many new players who are experiencing Pokemon for the first time. But of course, our longtime fans who have loved Pokemon games, for over all these years, are extremely important to us. With these games, I'm really hoping that I can kind of bring them together and get everyone to really enjoy Pokemon.
You liar! Like, how are you gonna tell me this game is for me when you are out here telling me grass and water beats rock, and I've known that for years? This, amongst other things, such as you can add a second player at any time, which essentially just makes the game super easy. All of this just adds to the fact that this game was clearly not made with me in mind. I mean, to be honest, I would love to say Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee are definitely worth buying at full price, and that would hold true for Pokemon Go players and newcomers to the Pokemon series. But when you take into account that Nintendo, Game Freak, and Matsuda all advertise that this game is not only for them, but for veteran players like myself, and then you come across so many baby pandering moments, you gotta call it what it really is. So I would say that Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee are definitely worth buying after a price drop. Hopefully Game Freak includes all the best parts from this game and improves on what did not work for future games. And please, please, continue to have Pokemon follow us. You've done the animation for all of that. Don't tell me it will be too much work. Anyway, that was my swift review of Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. If you enjoyed this video, please show your boy some love. Smash that like button. Also leave a comment down below. Have you bought Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu or Eevee? What was your favorite or least favorite feature in this game? And if you want to see more videos like this, please do hit that subscribe button. It would help me out tremendously. Anyway, I want to thank you all so much for watching. Have a great day, and I will catch you all later. Peace.